Hi everyone, how are you all? My name is Ishash Paul. Welcome to my channel Maths Wala. Yesterday we have discussed one question in three different methods, right? You can check my videos in the description box from the beginning of the properties of triangle, from the introduction to this video. Okay? Yesterday we have discussed one question in three different methods, right? I have wrote here one question and I have explained how the same question can be solved using different concepts. I have explained the same problem in three methods, right? Similar way, today we are going to discuss another question with the same methodology, with different methods. Before going to the question, here there are some of the notations that you have to understand because in solving problems the steps may be lengthy. To make the steps simplified, there are some notations that are used in mathematics. Before going to discuss a question, here there are some notations. Here there are some notations that you have to understand. Suppose in triangle ABC, A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Okay? The first notation is sigma sine A. Sigma sine A is nothing but sum of the sine of the angles. It's nothing but sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Similarly, sigma cos A. Similar manner cos A is nothing but cos A plus cos B plus cos C. Similarly, sigma tan A. Here the sigma notation, the actual meaning is different. Actual meaning of sigma is different. In this context, sigma sine A is nothing but sum of the sine of the angles. Sine A is nothing but sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Sigma cos A plus cos B plus cos C. Similarly, sigma tan A is nothing but tan A plus tan B plus tan C. Similarly, sigma cot A plus cot B plus cot C. Sigma sec A plus sec B plus sec C. Not only sigma sine A, whether you may write sigma sine B. It also indicates the same thing, sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Either sigma sine A or sigma sine B. The indication will be the same. Okay? These are some of the notations that you have to understand. Similarly, the second form of the notation is sigma sine A into sine B. It's nothing but sine A sine B plus sine B sine C plus sine C sine A. Sigma sine A sine B. It's nothing but sine A sine B plus sine B sine C plus sine C sine A. Similarly, sigma cos A cos B is nothing but cos A cos B plus cos B cos C plus cos C cos A. Similarly, sigma tan A tan B is nothing but tan A tan B plus tan B tan C plus tan C tan A. Suppose let me take sigma sine A plus sine B. It can be written as sigma sine A plus sigma sine B. Right? Sigma sine A plus sine B is nothing but sigma sine A plus sigma sine B. Sigma sine A is nothing but sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Sigma cos sine B is nothing but sine A plus sine B plus sine C. It's nothing but 2 of sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Okay, the basic indication that you have to understand is this and this. Okay, let me erase this. Now we will understand the basic uses of these notations. You may have the tan of A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Okay, tan of A plus B is nothing but tan A plus tan B. For triangle, we have three angles A, B and C. So we have written sigma tan A is nothing but tan A plus tan B plus tan C. Here we have only two angles, A and B. Sigma tan A by 1 minus capital pi into tan A. Sigma tan A is nothing but here we have only two angles A and B. So tan A plus tan B. 1 minus capital pi. This is called as capital pi. Sigma is nothing but summation. Capital pi is nothing but product. Okay? You will understand about capital pi also. Suppose let me consider two angles A and B. Sigma sin A can be written as sin A plus sin B. As similarly, capital pi sin A. Sin A is nothing but sin A into sin B. Okay? Sigma sin A sin B is nothing but sin A sin B. That's it, because we have only two angles. Suppose we have three angles A, B and C. In this case, the same expression can be written as sin A sin B plus sin B sin C plus sin C sin A. If we have three angles, they have mentioned three angles. In that case, we can use this notation. If we have provided only two angles, then we need not use these notations. We simply write sigma sin A sin B is nothing but sin A sin B. Suppose A, B, C are given. I have already explained. Sin B, sin C plus sin C, sin A. Similarly, if we are given tan sin A, sin B. For provided we have only three angles. In this case, the addition will convert into multiplication and everything will turn as sin square A, sin square B, sin square C. Okay. So these are some of the basic understanding of these notations. Because in solving problems, instead of making the steps lengthy, by using these notations we can compress the steps and make it easier for solving the problems. Okay. Here let us see the another simple application of these notations. Tan of A plus B plus C is nothing but tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus tan A tan B tan C by 1 minus tan A tan B plus tan B tan C minus tan C tan A. Okay? This is another formula, tan of sum of three angles. Instead of writing lengthy like this, this formula might look lengthy. It may be difficult for remembering if you want to remember. So what I will do, by using these notations, I will make this formula little bit compressed, little bit small, so that remembering will be easy even by its look also. Tan of a plus b plus c is nothing but tan a plus tan b plus tan c. I have explained already in the notations. It's nothing but sigma tan a minus tan a tan b tan c. It's nothing but minus pi, capital Pi tan a by 1 minus. If we take minus common, here the everything will be plus. Okay, 1 minus sigma tan a tan b. Simple. The same formula I have compressed it like this: sigma tan a minus pi tan a by 1 minus sigma tan a tan b. In this way, we will use these notations in making the problem simplified, and it makes sure that the steps will not be lengthy. Okay. Now let's go to the problem regarding properties of triangle. Before going to the next problem, let me suggest to check out my previous video. There I have explained already one example problem. I have solved the same example in the same video in 3 different methods, so that you can understand how different concepts are used in the same problem. Question: prove that b square minus c square into cot a plus c square minus a square into cot b plus a square minus b square into cot c is equal to 0. Here they have given this equation: b square minus c square into cot a plus c square minus a square into cot b plus a square minus b square into cot c is equal to 0. We need to prove this. Okay. Here, regarding notations, here it is another thing. As sine a is nothing but sine a plus sine b plus sine c, sigma sine a, for all given angles are a, b and c. Similarly, sigma sides. Suppose its sides are a, b and c. Sigma a is equal to a plus b plus c. Similarly, sigma ab is equal to ab plus bc plus ca. You might have known about these notations. You might have used them in polynomials. Suppose y is equal to f of x is an equation. There alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, so on, alpha n are the equations, are the roots of this equation. Then sigma alpha n is nothing but sum of the roots. Sum of the roots. It's nothing but, as per the given structure of the polynomial, we will decide the sum of the roots as well as sum of the product of two roots. Sigma alpha 1, sigma alpha 1 alpha 2. It means the product, sum of product of any two roots. Randomly two roots are taken and made the product and added. Okay. Suppose, let me consider a square minus b square into cot c. Okay. Here we have a sine rule, that is a by sine a is equal to b by sine b is equal to c by sine c. Let me put it a constant quantity k here. So that we are going to get three values of size. It's nothing but k sin A. B is equal to k into sin B. C is equal to k into sin C. Okay. Now A square minus B square. Let me erase this part. And we need, these values are going to be useful. This k is nothing but it's a constant. In further videos, in further next videos, you will understand about what this constant actually is. Let me give a quick recap. It's nothing but the circumradius of circle inscribed out of triangle. Suppose let me consider a triangle. There is a triangle inside the circle A, B, C, whose radius is capital R. Then this k constant is nothing but 2r. This is the actual meaning. Circum diameter. This is the actual meaning of this constant. It's nothing but the diameter of the circumcircle of this triangle. We will understand it in further videos. Okay? It's just a simple recap about it, the detail of this constant. Let me put this constants, this a and b in this equation, so that I am going to get k square into sine square a minus sine square b into cos c. Okay, let me erase this part. K square into sine square a minus sine square b. Sine of a plus b. K square into sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b into cos c is nothing but cos c by sin c. Sine of a plus b by sin c. These both gets cancelled. You know very well about this. In previous video, sine of a plus b is nothing but sin c. K square into sine of a minus b into cos c. Let me put here half and put here 2. Okay, half k square into sine of a minus b minus c plus c plus sine of a minus b minus c. A plus c minus b. K square by 2 into a plus c is nothing but 180 minus b. 180 minus b minus b. 180 minus 2b. A plus b plus c is equal to 180 degrees. A plus c is equal to 180 minus b. A plus c minus b is nothing but 180 minus 2b. Putting sign on both sides. Sine of 180 minus 2b is nothing but sine 2b. Right? Sine 2b minus sine 2a. Sine 2b minus sine 2a. Okay? Here the space is not enough. Let k square by 2 into sine 2b minus sine 2a. So k square by 2 into 2 sine b cos b minus 2 sine c cos c. 2 gets cancelled. K into k sine b cos b minus k sine c cos c. Okay? K into sine b, it's nothing but Let me erase this part. K into B cos B minus C cos C. Okay. A square minus, it means A square minus B square into cot C is nothing but K into B cos B minus C cos C. Okay. Let me erase this part. In the similar manner, first of all I have taken this part. Then when I take this B square minus C square into cot A, it's going to be K into B cos B minus C cos C. C cos C minus A cos A. It's similarly C square minus A square into cot B is nothing but A cos A minus B cos B. Okay. What I will do, I will add these three. I will add these three things so that I am going to get LHS. Adding these three, I'm going to get LHS. It's nothing but LHS part. LHS is equal to K into B cos B. B cos B gets cancelled. C cos C gets cancelled. A cos A gets cancelled. It's nothing but 0, which is nothing but RHS. Okay. This is how we can use the equations. Here you might have observed the most useful rule, the most highly used formula. Here is sine rule. Not only sine rule, next method I am going to use the cos rule also. Okay. This is the first method. Now we are going to discuss the second method for solving the same question. A square minus B square into cot C. In first method, what we have considered, we have simplified this part, considering A and B values using sine rule. K sine A, B, K sine B. Okay. Now in second method, what I am going to do, I am going to simplify this part. Cot C is nothing but cos C by sin C. Okay. Cos C is nothing but A square plus B square minus C square by 2AB by, it's not, cos C is nothing but, it's a cosine rule. I'm using the cosine rule. Cos C is nothing but A square plus B square minus C square by 2AB. If you want to check how this was derived, you can check the previous video I have given in the description box. Okay. Sin C. C by sin C is equal to K. It's nothing but sin C is equal to C by K. C by K. Okay. It means cot C is nothing but K into A square plus B square minus C square by 2ABC. Okay. A square minus B square into K into A square plus B square minus C square by 2ABC. It's nothing, what we are going to get is K into A power 4 minus B power 4 plus B square C square minus A square C square by 2ABC. Okay. Similarly, on simplifying, b square minus c square into cot A, I am going to get same method. You simplify cot A, cos A by sin A. Cos A is nothing but b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. Sin by sin A by k. Putting, you will get the cot A expression. You substitute this. In this, we are going to get the following expression: b power 4 minus c power 4 plus b square minus a square into c square. C square a square minus b square a square by 2abc. Using the same method, what I have done for this, if you apply the same method for this also, we are going to get this part. Similarly, c square minus a square into cot b is equal to k into c power 4 minus a power 4 plus a square b square minus c square b square by 2abc. So what I am going to do, I am going to add these three so that I am going to get LHS is nothing but k into a power a to the power 4, a to the power 4. This gets cancelled. B to the power 4, b to the power 4. These two gets cancelled. These two gets cancelled. A square plus b square, a square minus b square. These two gets cancelled. C square b square, b square c square. These two gets cancelled. C square a square minus a square c square. These two gets cancelled. Total numerical terms got cancelled. The total numerical part is 0. 0 by denominator is nothing but 0. 0 by 2abc is nothing but 0, which is nothing but RHS. See here. In first method, I have used sine rule. In second method, I have used both sine rule and cosine rule. Though I have got the same answer, that is 0. In the same way, I have proved this expression, this equation again. Okay? This is how we can solve each and every question in different methods. This preparing learning maths in this method in different logics makes you the subject easier, and you can have some fun with it. You will enjoy the subject. Okay? In next video, similarly like this problem, I am going to discuss another problem with the same methodology in different methods. Okay? Until then, tata.